Why play Rumble top? Well, he is a beast in a teamfight. He bullies melee champions incredibly hard, he pushes waves quickly and easily, and he deals tons of sustained damage. However, he does lack mobility, only having a small speed up, and he is skillshot reliant, especially with his ultimate making or breaking games. Rumble's passive is his abilities generate heat, which will decay after not using a basic ability for 4 seconds. When he goes above 50 heat, he enters the danger zone, which empowers his basic abilities, and if he hits 150 heat, he overheats. This is where he can't use abilities anymore, but he gains a massive amount of attack speed, and his basic attacks deal a large amount of damage on hit. Rumble's Q is a cone skill shot which deals damage to enemies hit. This lasts for 3 seconds, and he can move around while using it. And if he's in the danger zone, the damage is increased by 50%. Rumble's W grants him a shield and gives him a small chunk of bonus movement speed. If Rumble is in the danger zone, he gets a larger shield and more movement speed. Rumble's E is a straight line skill shot which deals damage to the first enemy hit, as well as reducing their magic resist and slowing them. This ability works on an ammo system where he can have up to 2 at one time. Also, the magic resist reduction and the slow will stack if you hit 2 at a time. And the danger zone bonus is the effects are increased by 50%. Rumble's ultimate is one of the biggest ultimates in the game. This ability has insane range and it throws out a rectangular skill shot onto the floor. Enemies hit by this take massive amounts of damage over time and are also slowed. For combos, you want to start around 100 heat. Use W to get in and then use Q into an E. This will cause you to overheat, but you'll still be able to use your second E. And then when you overheat, start spamming away with your massively empowered attacks. And of course, if you do have ultimate, you can start with this before going in. For matchups, Rumble is great into a lot of melee champions who he can easily bully every time they go to farm. And he can struggle against champions who can easily get onto him and shut him down. For runes, take this. Comet lets you bully even harder. For build order, start Ring and Pot into a Night Harvester and Tier 2 boots. After this, a Demonic and Zhonya's are great pickups before finishing a build with any of these. For skill order, start Q then E then W before maxing Q then E then W, taking ult whenever you can. For summoner spells, take Flash and Ignite. We don't tend to go teleport with top lane Rumble to get maximum value from our Nimbus Cloak rune. Starting the game, as the top laner, your main focus is going to be on farming hard, poking where possible, and taking good trades. Your first few levels tend to be weaker, as without all your abilities, you will struggle to build up enough heat to fight. However, when farming, keep using your Q. This will help push the wave and also poke out your opponent. And when you hit level 3, you now have all the tools to keep your heat at a good point. And when you hit level 4 and 5, the damage spike of your Q just gets even better. When you hit level 6, you now have access to everything you need to kill anything in the game. However, hitting a large ultimate is key. When your opponent is against a wall or in a choke point, throw it out and follow up with your W, Q, and an E. Entering the mid game, you want to take your tower as soon as possible. Rumble is not naturally a split pusher, so push your wave out as far as you can safely before rotating back to your team. This is a great way to keep map control, but also ensure you're there for all skirmishes, objectives, and teamfights. Entering late game teamfights, your main focus is going to be on landing a devastating ultimate. Wait for your opponents to be in a choke point, or wait for your team to engage and lock some down, before throwing it out and landing it across multiple members of the enemy team. And if a few of them stand in it for a few seconds, they will simply melt. After this, AoE everything down with your Q and spam out E's.